Welcome back, friends. This is Gaming Tonight, and I am your host, Brian. And I'll be honest, I thought today was Monday, so I'm not sure if that bodes well for the rest of the week or if the week is just already going by that quick. So this is good news, but without further ado, let's just get into the news of the day. Xbox continues to be in the news and consistently for the right reasons, I think. Unlike last generation, they kind of started off on a bad foot last generation. So I think they're starting to learn from their mistakes. So a lot of positive news that have been coming out of the Microsoft camp lately. Game Pass Ultimate has officially added another heavy hitter to its library in the form of Rainbow Six Siege from Ubisoft. This PvP game has continued to grow in popularity as time has gone on, and this will be available on Game Pass starting on October 22nd, so just in a couple days. It's currently only going to be available for console and xCloud with Android users, so it's not going to be available for PC, and while it isn't necessarily a bad thing, it's shown one major flaw, at least in my opinion, about Xbox's Game Pass Ultimate model. So having specific games on Game Pass Ultimate being available on certain devices on a game-by-game basis continues to segment the audience in a way that I don't think Xbox is trying to do. It's just kind of how it's working out for them. So customers may think that Rainbow Six Siege will show up in their PC library on Game Pass, but they may find out quickly that it's not going to really be there. So my guess is that Uplay Plus is interrupting this possibility right now. So I'm not entirely sure just yet about its exclusion here, but let me know if Rainbow Six Siege is happening to be in your download queue this week for your Xbox. And sticking with the Xbox theme, Halo is in the news. And while this isn't Halo Infinite news, and I know a lot of people are ready for that game to show up or maybe rework on what they had initially shown back in the summer, classic Halo players will be cheering for this news specifically. But let's start with the first bit. Halo insiders that have officially enrolled in the Halo Insider program have been receiving invites to test flight Halo 4 on PC. After being delayed a couple of days, it was officially confirmed, albeit very cryptically, by 343's community manager John Juneshek, in which he tweeted an emoji with a Halo, the number 4, and a plane emoji. But that wasn't it for Halo news so far this week, as the official Xbox account tweeted this out earlier today. It's time to dust off the old Needler. The Halo Master Chief Collection is fully optimized on Series X and S, will support 120 frames per second in campaign and multiplayer, will have split screen improvements and up to 4K on Series X, and that these upgrades will be available to owners of the Master Chief Collection or those with Game Pass starting November 17th. Last night in Gaming Tonight, we briefly touched on NBA 2K21 having unskippable ads in the game, and the official Twitter account for NBA 2K wanted their community to know they had heard the complaints and have issued the following statement. As many are aware, in recent years, ads have been integrated into 2K TV segments. Yesterday's 2K TV ad placement impacted our players' experience in a way that we did not intend, as these ads are not meant to run as part of the pregame introduction. This will be fixed in future episodes. Thanks for your continued feedback. I mean, what way did you intend, 2K? I mean, this isn't even the first time you've done this. 2K, can you honestly sit there and tell us that these ads would be gone if the internet said, I don't know, nothing? I mean, literally the first line says, in recent years, ads have been integrated into 2K TV segments. But 3 lines down, they say they are not meant to run as a part of the pregame introduction. Okay, on to the big news. Okay, so Amazon is the latest entrant into the cloud gaming market space with their service known as Amazon Luna. And they waited until today, October 20th of all days, to start sending out invites to those who signed up for the service. And I only say that because of Stadia's Good Stuff event, but more on that later. Luna's planning to play the Hulu of gaming to Xbox's Netflix of gaming when it comes to their cloud gaming service business model. So Luna is offering channels on their service that members can subscribe to and get a predetermined set of games to choose from to play. Currently, only the Amazon channel is available at the price of $5.99, which includes about 50 games with more to be added in the future. Early access members will have special discounted pricing on the Luna controller for $20, which is just $49.99 for early access. And much like the Stadia controller, its primary connection is through Wi-Fi to deliver the lowest latency possible during gaming sessions. An undisclosed time and Ubisoft channel will show up as well, and it's going to assumably work similar to the Uplay Plus subscription on PC, in which Ultimate Editions will be accessible to those who subscribe to it. Now, the invites are few and far between so far, so not too many reviews are out in the wild just yet, but The Verge managed to get an invite to the service themselves, and they didn't have the greatest success right out the gate, and hinted that this is still clearly a service in beta. From choppiness, the audio and visual lagging, no quick quick resume feature, a lack of native apps. There are some missteps at the beginning, according to The Verge. They did applaud how quick it is to load a game and its launch lineup. But of course, like any cloud service, it's really going to depend on your internet setup at home or work or wherever you happen to be enjoying Amazon Luna or Stadia or xCloud or whatever it is you're playing on. But if you had a chance to try Luna, what have been your thoughts on it? As soon as I get a chance to try out Luna, I'm definitely going to be sharing my thoughts so I can give you my personal opinion on it. And I don't want to make it sound like I'm biased against Luna at all, because I want everyone to succeed personally. But this is just kind of one take on it. So let me know what your thoughts were if you were able to pick up Luna just yet. And continuing with cloud gaming was day one of Google Stadia's Good Stuff event. Over on the Brian Evolve channel, I do a full reaction of the video announcement that they launched today, but let's go over what was announced today. Well, before the day got started, one of the potential surprises may have gotten ruined when a Pac-Man game randomly showed up in the Stadia store. Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle was initially teased in a marketing video last week by Google, and a demo was dropped just a few hours before the Good Stuff video went live. It was pulled from the Stadia store before it was brought back just a couple hours later. I'll tell you, the Stadia team has a knack for accidentally releasing things a tad too early, as we saw earlier this year with the Immortals Phoenix Rising alpha build leaking. But more on Immortals in just a moment. Pac-Man is a Battle Royale style game and is available for pre-order and a demo in the Stadia store right now. And Stadia announced that a demo will launch in the store every day this week, starting with Pac-Man, Sega's Humankind tomorrow, which was a new announcement, and Immortals Phoenix Rising on Thursday, which the demo is exclusive to Stadia. Elsewhere in the event, a spin-off of Hello Neighbor was announced entitled Hello Engineer. And while I try not to be as flippant about gaming franchises and people's preferences, I'm not entirely sure who's asking for a spin-off set in the Hello Neighbor universe. But here we are, and Stadia is not only getting the spin-off, but it will be a timed exclusive on Stadia at some point in the next year. Hello Engineer is listed as a multiplayer machinery building construction game set in the Hello Neighbor universe. Scavenge, craft, and overcome challenges in the sandbox world of a mysterious amusement park. Put together incredible machines, build of scrap, and beware of the neighbor. And lastly, the big announcement of the day stems back to April when it was announced that EA games were coming to Stadia at some point starting this fall, and we now have a release date for that first game coming to Stadia. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was announced as coming November 24th this year, just in time for the Thanksgiving holidays. And I would be confident saying that Fallen Order was my game of the year last year and is quite possibly the best Star Wars story we have in the Disney era. And if you are a Star Wars fan, I highly recommend it. That'll do it for this episode of Gaming Tonight. What did you think of 2K's response to the outcry over their unskippable ads? Do you think their apology was just empty, or do you actually believe them this time? And did you have a chance to try out Amazon Luna? Let me know your thoughts on that. And of course, were you interested in what Google had to offer today for their Good Stuff event, or do they have a little bit more enticing to do over the next couple of days? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And of course, if you could do me a favor, hit the like button on this video, because it's how more people find this channel just like you did. And if you didn't like it, hit the dislike button and let us know what we did wrong. And of course, the easiest thing you can do to help this channel is just hit that little red button, subscribe. You'll get updates on when we drop new videos here on YouTube. But in the meantime, we will catch you down the road. Have a good one.